Officer Haley Morrow and Detective Cody Guidry here with us for another edition of Lunch with the Chief. The Chief couldn't be here with us today. He's a busy man out in the community.
That's right.
Doing great deeds, but we're glad you're both here with us. We do have some viewer questions to answer today. If we can look at the first one, coming from a viewer asking about the texting and driving, the new law. How is that law going? And is it hard for officers to spot when someone may be texting while driving?
Well, the most important thing to remember about new laws, especially traffic laws, is the number one reason for those is to save lives. We know that texting and driving is very dangerous and it causes a lot of crashes each year. So this new law talks specifically about composing, reading, or sending an electronic message, not just on a cell phone, also on a tablet and things like that. Officers, just like with a seatbelt, it is going to be dependent here in Jefferson County in Beaumont. It will be dependent on the driver to prove that they weren't sending, composing, reading a text message. So our officers will enforce it if they see someone on their phone, and it's up to the driver to say whether or not that's not what they were doing. They'll have to talk to the judge about that, but we are going to enforce it. We want to educate our citizens. We don't want to just run out there and start hammering them with new laws. Every 2 years we have a legislative update, and that brings some new laws, brings some changes from old laws, and so we educate our officers. We want to put that message out to the public too, but we will be enforcing that law.
All right, sounds good. But again, the main purpose of this is safety.
That's right.
So you don't want to be on your phone anyway because a lot can happen if you look down for a half second.
That's right.
All right, now we have another question. How was our area alerted about Amber Alerts from different counties in Texas?
This one's pretty simple. There's a national database that when an Amber Alert is put out, that it's sent to all telecommunications dispatchers with law enforcement, and what they'll do is they'll distribute it to the officers, and that way they have that information, especially, for example, if it comes from Louisiana. That way we're notified as well, because a lot of these child abductions, they are taken across state lines, and so it's good to share that information nationwide because you never know where they may come in contact with them.
Right, so they alert you, and then you will alert the public.
And
Correct.
TxDOT uses the billboards. Right. Also, citizens can receive alerts as well on their cell phones. So they get the message out across the area.
All right, that answers that question. Now we also want to talk about trick-or-treating safety tips. Halloween's around the corner. You know, a lot of people are displaced because of Harvey, so they may be in different neighborhoods than what they're used to. So any advice for trick-or-treaters?
Yeah, there's first and foremost, we want to alert the drivers. You know, please be aware of people walking along the roadway and slow down. You know, just especially right now. You know, we had that horrific accident over there in Biter,
right,
where a lady was struck. So yeah, that's the first and foremost is for them to help control that, and then two, you know, have a light, be visible, be seen. So. And then the next one, you know, we want to, it's a really good tip as far as, you know, putting emergency contact information on the child. So that way, in case you are separated, that, you know, maybe they can contact the parent and let them know right away.
And there's safety in numbers. So get a group together, a couple of parents, keep your eyes on kids, and just be aware in neighborhoods, especially large neighborhoods, those attract big crowds. I know in my neighborhood specifically, it takes 30 minutes to get from the entrance to a house on Halloween night, because there are so many people out there. Don't go into a house if you don't know who the people are. All of your general safety tips we want to apply also on Halloween. And don't forget, you can always come to our Halloween carnival if you want a real safe environment.
And that's next Saturday, the 28th.
That's right, October the 28th. We had to cancel our Cops and Kids Carnival, and that was supposed to be in August because of Harvey. And so we've kind of merged our trunk or treat with our carnival, and so it's going to be from 10 to 2. Downtown Beaumont is going to be the place to be on Saturday because there are going to be a lot of other events going on. And so our Halloween carnival will be going on. We want the kids to dress up, come get some candy, and have a good time with our officers.
All right, so mark your calendar for that. That's next Saturday, the 28th, from 10 until 2. Thanks so much for stopping by and answering our viewer questions.
Hey, anytime.
And if you have a question that you would like answered, shoot us an email to 12news@12newsnow.com, and we'll have another Lunch with the Chief, and hopefully the Chief can join us that day if he's not busy. That's on November 20th.